Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Shift. I'm Eric. Today I have a special guest. This one we go way back. She is a mom, she's a CEO, she's an auntie, she's my personal person, you know. You know this show where we talk about individual, about their transformation. And yeah, the show Beyond the Shift. Relax, let's go. My sister, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Wow, it's been a minute. Hey, it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Been a while. We're supposed to do this, but someone skipped the time.
I know. My schedule is a bit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for dropping by. Thanks
for having me.
For coming on. Before we start, yeah, some of us we know you, what you do, blah blah blah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for the viewers, for people that are seeing your face for the first time, so who is my guest? What do you do? And yeah,
a lot of people know me by Sally. So I'm Sally Gamanga. That's I think what everyone knows me for. I'm a mum. I'm the owner of A&A Clothier, a men's only brand, and I'm a full-time worker. And I think that's basically me in a nutshell for now.
For now. We have to look nicer when you have the CEO in the building. So anyways, yeah, let me take you back here.
Okay.
Let me take you back to where everything started for you moving to Australia. Because, you know, I know you since when we were young, yeah? But I want to know, like, what shaped you, like, moving to Australia, Sydney-wise, everything in and out, the thing that shaped you to be who you are now?
I would say for me, growing up, I think I've always been a bit reserved. Kind of knew I wanted to be a bigger person since at a young age for me. So what basically shaped me, I'm very, 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 very grateful to my parents. My parents, especially my mom. She really molded me. She helped to instill a lot of values that helped me to navigate life to where I am today. So since growing up, I knew where I was headed, but my parents, the values they instilled in me helped me to navigate life better, even though there were challenges, but that helped me to be the woman that I am today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're going to talk to me about one of those values, yeah, give me one values you take from what your mom or your dad, the whole family put in you. What?
I think it would be to say to be goal-driven. A lot of people would know my dad, of blessed memory, Mr. Kinawa Abubakar Gamanga. My dad was, what I say, very focused in life. I'm an only girl I have 3 brothers, everyone knows, and I'm very close to my dad. So I learned a lot from my dad. My dad was goal-driven, and I would say he accomplished a lot in his short lifespan, and I picked up that from him, to being goal-driven, to always want more, that where I am now, I can be better than where I am now. So that for me is one thing I saw my dad, become, especially from transitioning from Sierra Leone to Australia. And I saw that he didn't limit, because he's an immigrant, he did to the best of his capacity to being better. So that for me set the pace. It set a foundation for me that I could be better. So that's one of the values, being goal-driven, being consistent, thinking that, don't just limit yourself. Don't be complacent to where you are. So that's one value I'm very, very grateful for, particularly from getting that from my dad, or would I say both my parents.
100%. You know what's funny, yeah? When I interview your brother, it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, like he spoke the same way you just did about your dad. Because when you guys used to live in Punchbowl, I used to go there.
Yes.
Yeah? He's a lovely guy, man.
I know.
Yeah. I want to take you, yeah? Let me take you back. Growing up in Sydney, because we all grew up in Sydney, yeah? You moved to Australia. I want to know for you, because we all have different way of moving around in Sydney. But for you, what growing up in Sydney made you who you are now?
Well, I would say, first of all, I miss the old days. I miss everyone being little, being, we all catch up now to see everyone. It's almost like booking an appointment. But Sydney can shape or can break you. And again, I would refer back to my parent. I grew up in a strict home. Well, my mom was, everyone knows my stepmom or my mom. She was very, very strict. So I think for me that did help me. Even when I later moved on into being an adult myself, it still shapes me till today. Like I said before, Sydney can shape or can break you. So it just depends where you've envisioned life for you, where you headed. So the parties, it depends what you want to do. You can party, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But the end thing there is, what's your vision to life? Where you headed would be what lead you on the right path or would take you away from where you're headed in life.
Okay. I want to ask you this here. What's that one thing you miss being younger?
I would say the freedom of responsibility. The more you get older, the more you see that, oh man, I wish I could just go back to being, going home. But basically, truthfully, what I miss is just, well, I say the innocence we had coming back from where we're coming from, transitioning to a new society. The things that used to excite us for me, memories that I hold so dear are like the barbecues that we used to have, everybody coming together, and there was nothing of thinking about responsibility. There was nothing of I'm running to shift. It was just that thing of, pure joy. We all come together, play games, the fresh memories we had from Africa.
Yeah.
And then we all used to do that. So that's for me basically what I miss, that gathering, that warmth of us, coming together. And for someone like me, I've really lost that touch because I really don't mingle that much. So I really tend to miss that and crave that. But then, life happens. We've all become adults. We're all very busy. The key beyond the shift, business, family, work. So it's, it's just been, life happens along the way.
100%.
Yeah.
I want to call a place. Yeah, I want to take you back to this place. I know you have a good memories, all of us, yeah? Motherhood Library. Talk to me about the library, man.
Oh my God.
Is that spot?
Of course. I think Sarah, our childhood friends, and we would finish IC because, English as a second language, when you came, you had to go through that. And it was almost like everybody after school. I think, no, you were there. You were in IC.
Yeah.
You and
I was in IC, then I left you guys.
And then you would still come.
Yeah.
And you would still come. I remember your uniform was grey. And I remembered, yes. And it was like a meeting point for everybody. And then we'll all meet up. Oh my God. Thinking about that is even funny because I can't remember seeing everybody together like that in that one spot anymore.
Nah, it's been just like what you said, yeah, like everyone is busy now, family. Yeah, so man, that's one of the reasons I said, okay, seeing people that I used to go to school with.
Absolutely.
It's been ages, so by me getting you guys kind of talk about this.
Rekindle, bring the memory, bro.
Okay.
I know. You see everybody now, this person has 1 child, 2 child, 3 child. Well, for me, I have 4. You're like, 4. We're just kids.
Yeah, I know.
I know, life happens.
Take me to where I want to go now, yeah? Let me ask you this, yeah? Because we know things happen in life, yeah? Everyone go through their journey, their shift, yeah? For you being a mom, how does that make you, yeah? Shaped you to who you are now? Tell me that feeling, you being a mom, bro.
Look, there's no word that I can, that can comprehend or that I can say being a mom. There's no words I can actually use to define being a mom. It's a beautiful journey. But it's stressful, but it has shaped me for the best. I absolutely love being a mom. I'm a mom of twin boys, and I've got a little girl, and then I've just become a mom about 6 months thereabout ago. So it's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful journey. It shapes you for the better, it molds you, and it also helps with your vision because once you become a parent, life is no longer about you. I said the spotlight of that, even of yourself as an individual, shifts. It's almost like there are people looking up to you. So it's just like a baton being handed down. There was once me looking up to my dad because he was my parent. And then now it's me becoming a parent and there's that person looking up to me. So it shapes you for the better. And that has been my journey. I adore my kids. They make me want to strive to be better because I know that I'm laying a legacy for them. So being a mom is amazing, but it's also stressful.
So talk to me about the stressful. The reason why I want to know, everyone is different. For me, when my wife was pregnant, it was like me going through that for the first time. Just like what you said, I used to see my mom, pregnant. I see my dad go to work, blah blah blah. But for me to witness that, wake up, hey babe, can you pass me
water, this and that.
What I used to do with my wife, I'll bring the whole bundle of food. I say, here, because I don't want you to keep asking me.
Yeah.
But for you, talk to me about what you go through being a mom, the pregnancy, like the stressful day.
Well, my one started off with boom, I was pregnant with twins. Look, it was...
Did you eat your lunch before lunchtime?
Eric, that was a gift.
That was a gift.
So I was blessed with twins at my first, go. I had my twin boys, Alexander and Andrew. Look, it was... my pregnancy was... What word would I say? Awful? It was twins, so it was severely stressful. My morning sickness was off. It was from the start till the end, it was stressful. And then came postpartum, even worse because there was no support that much. Obviously, our parents still are working. Life, they can't put a hold completely. And the environment we find ourselves, it's very hard for you to get that support that you really need. So it was really, really hard. It was really, really hard. But then, like I said, it has shaped me. So we just, gradually wing it. Me and them, we learned. So it became a learning process for me also with my children because I was reliving my childhood in them. Till today, I'm still learning. We learn things together. They teach me certain things. I teach them also. So it's just a give and take relationship that I'm building with them. It's a beautiful journey, but motherhood is stressful. And there you are, you two. I don't know how you're doing it with your wife because I know you've got one, but no child is the same. And I believe you're a great dad.
All thanks to the mom above and the missus. I'm trying to, I have to shut myself, keep it going. You know what I mean? Nah, look, right, like 100% what you said, because our parents, they used to say, back in Africa, like the whole neighborhood, we help them raise the kids, like, But here, hey, man.
Nah.
You're
lucky if you have those people in your corner, to be honest. There's some people that are very fortunate to have that. I'm not going to say it takes a village to raise a child. I think that's what our parents used to tell us.
Yeah.
We still have that in this community. We still have it, but it's rather unfortunate that life here becomes so busy. We're not able to maintain that, so even when it becomes, everybody's, we all have ambitions. We want to achieve this, we want to achieve that. So it makes it hard for us to come that close, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So now I know, there is someone out there, like they're going through their own journey in life, their own shift, becoming a mom or becoming a parent, whatever, So you've been there, you've done it, So what advice will you give to that younger sister or family, they're going to go through this journey? What advice will you give them?
Look, I would just say maybe as a couple or as a family is have each other, because there's a rule in my home that I would say is that everyone will leave you, but your family will have you. So I would always say, let's say, for example, maybe whoever that person is, you don't have a child or anything, have your partner, let them be your rock, your best friend and everything. And just listen to each other. Just try to help as much as you can, because at the end of the day, whatever foundation you set in your home, the kids are going to see it. Whatever environment you build, that is what your child is going to replicate. I can speak about my dad today anywhere and any day because I saw my dad showed love. I saw my dad express that because that is what I saw at home. So just be there for each other. Create an environment of warmth. And even if you're going through, maybe you're a single parent and you're just navigating life, just do the best you can, one day at a time, because you're never going to have it figured out. There's never, no 2 days are the same. Even with me, there's some days, we're just going to take, if we're going to eat nuggets today, let's just do nuggets. Just take one day at a time and just be there for your child. That's the most important thing. Or just be there for your family, because that's all you have at the end of the day. Nothing else matters without your family. So there's nothing, how do I put this? The world will leave you. At the end of the day, in the end, it's all man for himself. So just have each other, have your kids, have your husband. Most importantly, have your family. Be rooted in that.
100%.
Yeah.
So when is your motivational book coming out?
Soon, actually. Someday soon. Let me not put this in. I've loved to have thought about that in future to write a book of my story.
Your story.
Because I think when other people see me, they've not, maybe know my journey in depth, because I may say I'm a bit of a private person, but I would actually eventually like to write a book. I've already got a name.
Yeah, that's why I decided to have you here. Beyond the Shift for us to know the journey before we
Journey.
Yeah.
But actually, hopefully, maybe someday the book will be called The Becoming. The Becoming.
Okay.
Hopefully, someday soon.
By God's grace.
By God's grace.
So let me ask you this way, yeah? What's that annoying thing you done to your partner, yeah, when you're pregnant? Like the annoying thing you've done.
My husband's playing too much.
So don't just be honest.
Look, I'm walking him up to go buy me food. Look, this is a lot.
This was I knew it, yeah.
I'm waking him up in midnight to go buy me food, or maybe to cook me something at that point, or probably give me a massage, or just tell him to leave my space.
Yeah.
So
Now me, my own worry, yeah. I finish work, 16 hours of shift, yeah. Come home, madam was like, hey babe, I wanna eat this. I cook 3 meals in one day.
and she didn't eat any of it.
Taste. No, I don't like that. I like.
It's not her. If the child doesn't want it, there's no way you would expect her to eat it.
I understand that, yeah, but I was like, I look at her, I was like, welcome to the club. I didn't yell or not. I was like, oh, here we go. I just pack everything. I said, okay, madam, if you need this again, it's here.
Yes.
Nah, man, it's good, man. It's good. So be honest, being a parent, yeah, it makes you see the other side of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. Maybe when I was young, I used to be annoying on this. I don't know. People say, Eric, you're annoying, but I don't know. But yeah, man. Well,
Are you sure you don't know?
man, I don't know. I'm not. So,
Yeah.
guys, I just want to tell you guys something, yeah? This video is sponsored by Beyond the Shift collection. So we have the water bottle and the socks. This water bottle got a magnets where you can put your phone, you know, watch your A&A collection. You know the model guy? You know that guy? My guy, I'm going to watch you on this soon. So it's a project. It's a good cause, you know? Every product we sell, we support water project back home. So the socks goes for $20 and the bottle goes for $30. Every purchase helps us to bring clean water to a community in Africa. So you know the website www.beyondtheshift25.com.au. Get yours. Let's make this water flow. Let me take you somewhere, yeah? When did you realize you want to be an entrepreneur? You want to own your own business? You want to start doing, you want to be a CEO? You want to count the paper?
I've always loved business. So if you ask my family, even all the way back in Sierra Leone, I used to sell lollies. So a lot of people, I don't know if I should tell you this because I think you're going to call me that. A lot of people don't call me Saleh in my father's house or
So which name?
they call me Mama Saleh.
New one.
I know this is
New one for me.
I know. But anyway, so since growing up, I've always loved business. So I would have money and I used to sell lollies and I would save my money. Obviously transitioning in these, I've always wanted to do business, but I just didn't know the path to what I really wanted to do. I just didn't want to. I'm someone who I don't want to jump into trend. I wanted to do something that was niche, that was me. I know that I could be consistent with along the way. It has always been a passion, but mainly for me, just how to navigate what is it that I wanted to do.
Wow. So let me ask you this, yeah? The name A&A Clothing, yeah? Like, how did you bring up that name? Did you see it somewhere or did someone...
A&A is actually initials of my twin boys, Alexander and Andrew. A&A Clothier started basically from, like I said, I've always had the passion, but it started from basically out of frustration. I had twin boys and I love fashion. I'm a fashion girl, so I've always wanted like good clothing for my kids. And it was such a struggle trying to just get, like you buy something and then one wash, it's basically worn out. So I was really wanting something that was durable and that is my taste. So it started out of frustration. So I'm like, I'm not seeing what I like. And then one day I was at work. Then I used to work at A&P at an insurance company. And then so I was just scribbling. I think I had a meeting and I just scribbled A&A. And then I called someone. I'm like, can you do me a logo? And then they did the logo. And I spoke to someone. I'm like, I'm going to start a clothing brand. And that was where A&A. So A&A is for Alexander and Andrew, but you can say it's a household name for all of my kids because all of them, their initials start with A.
Yeah, wow. See, it's the same with people that start business during COVID, yeah? Because COVID came, yeah, with his whole bundle package, everything, yeah?
Absolutely.
And makes some people become richer, yeah? But for you, it's frustration, yeah? You want to find something for your boys, yeah?
Yes.
Then this whole brand new idea
Started.
everyone now, even me, benefit from this idea now?
Absolutely, yeah. You're
Working
wearing
now, yeah. The thing is, yeah, why you only choose men's clothing, yeah? Because you're a girl. Some girl will be like, oh yeah, I want to do my own bikini, get my own hairstyle, But why men's clothing?
For me, I feel like that's why I used the word niche. I wanted that niche. It was for my boys. So A&A really was going to be a kids clothing line. It was going to be for kids, like finding good shirts for kids. That is still the vision, but I've just expatiated to going to adults because people like you would not give me peace. I want one for myself. Yeah, so it was actually meant to be for kids, but then I transitioned also into, I wouldn't use the word transition. I incorporated men into the vision. And why men? Men are easy to deal with, but to be honest, I see that sometimes, for example, with our background, it's a struggle for us to get our outfits. We have to, for example, if you send clothing back home, the measurement, you get it, is not what you want, the fit is that. So I'm like, I didn't just want to start a business, I wanted to start a solution. Whereas people don't always have to send money home to do their clothes. You can just come to my showroom, have a look at something, it's there, it's ready, you're just picking it up. So that was where, and that is what the vision is. To, we don't always have to go home to get clothes. I'm willing to take upon that stress. It's not easy, to be honest, but that was why I chose men, because we women, there's a lot of female clothing. So when I transitioned into adult, I looked at it as a solution-based business, not just fashion-based.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. So you said, come to my showroom.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say, showroom is a drive-through.
You can call it drive-through, you can call it whatever, but I would say, that's a good way to put it. It's drive-through. Just come in, have a look at what you like, pick it up, go. It's there. It's ready for you. That's the vision because, for example, let's say you want to wear something and you have to go to the store, pick it up and stuff, right? It's ready there. And then why is it we don't have that with our clothing? Majority of the time people you give money back and they get your measurement wrong, or you'd have to wait for someone coming, please can I put this in your bag, or the shipping, it's ridiculous as it is. I'm struggling with that myself. So I'm like, let this be that solution where you can just come to my showroom. You know how you come to my showroom and you just pick something up and then that's it, you're out.
Let me ask you the inspiration, like the designing, where do you get the inspiration? Like, how do you put pieces together? Just, okay, I want this to look this, I want this to look this. Do you still get the inspiration from frustration?
Actually, I do sometimes. So I'm very hands-on with my brand. Absolutely very hands-on with my brand. So I started with vintage shirts like what you're wearing. I'm actually currently working on a collection like this for summer because people are asking, because I did stop with the vintage shirts. So with each collection I release, I'm very hands-on because I'm very picky with fabrics, very picky with what I want to put out there. So when the designs, like with designing everything, from choosing the fabrics, from design, sometimes I get a vision in my head. I'm still struggling to draw because I don't know how to draw well. So I would call up my artist and be like, look, can we pull up this pattern? And he sometimes struggle until we come to like my next collection that I'm working on called Essence. You get to see what's coming. So that is something that I had to sit down. I'm like, okay, I don't just want to, if you've observed, every collection I've released is not the same. I literally sit down and envision what I want it to look, get someone to draw with me, and we piece that up, and then we start sourcing out fabrics. So it's just not, being a creative is a struggle, to be honest. It's actually a struggle because you envision something and seeing that come into reality, it's a lot of process. So it's just not, I wish it was, but it's a lot of work because I really want to be involved in what I'm putting out there.
So anyways, let me take you back here. Let me ask you this, business here, because we see nowadays people show up 1-2 weeks, they disappear. Then they post, but they don't stay that long.
Not consistent.
Because of the stress, everything. Yeah. But for you as a mom, you're juggling with 9 to 5, 4 kids, or 5. Then you're doing the business. Tell me, how do you manage? How do you balance your schedule, man? Come on, how do you do this?
Look, I survive on my phone, my schedules. That's basically how I am able to manage it. And look, I would say this, business has to be passion. If you get into business for money, you're going to burn out. The question there for me always is why? Why A&A Clothier? Why are you doing A&A Clothier? When I took a break and I was, rebranding, working on a collection and everything. It took me time. And each time I would probably want to, procrastinate and just put it off. The why comes. So it's, if you do business for money, there will not be a longevity for the business. So the question there is the why. So how do I incorporate business into my daily life? To be honest, it's the passion, and I live on a calendar, knowing what time I allocate to business. For example, now there's a showroom that I have at home. So if you want to book, you want to come in, I have to allocate that slot. And then I'm grateful to God I work from home. My boss should not say this. But I work from home and I'm able to allocate that if a client is to come in and have a look. So it's basically, I just think maybe the passion, but it's full on. That's why you don't see me, because my schedule is back to back. I just have to remind myself the why, and also my family, they come first. So even though there's business, my family stop prioritizing. So there's time for business. Like mostly my schedule runs, an insight into my schedule will be morning, school drop off, then come back home, work. Then midday, maybe when it's my lunch, then I go into business, check business email, check website and stuff, and then finish off, pick up the kids, then dinner, then obviously go back into business. Then that's when you see me posting for the day for the business.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's full on.
Yeah, but some people, you know how you plan yourself, like you have your calendar, Some people, like, they don't have the time to do, they say, okay, I don't have time, I have to do this, blah, blah, blah. But for you, with all your schedule, you still have time for everything. How will you advise someone for them to get themselves together, try to find a way or solution?
I would say start off slowly. Maybe for me, it's also my corporate life. My work has helped me a lot with that. But I would say start off small. Just when I say calendar, I also have a lot of alarms on my phone. So those alarms, they're written, they highlight what I need to do. So that just gives me that prompt. So just we all have, technology these days. Just put it in your phone. For example, if 12 midday, you want to send an email to somebody, just put it in there, 12 midday, and then it helps, because the only way you're able to sustain business is structure. So to be honest, there are days I almost forget to post. And I'm so thankful also with the technology, how it's evolved, because Instagram, you can just pre-plan your post. You can just, schedule it and it just post on your behalf without you physically having to be there. So if there's anyone, or maybe just on a Saturday, create that time, lock it in, leave it post on your behalf. And then, do your other stuff. It's just starting small, basically. Sometimes I'm not perfect myself. I'm not going to sit here and be like, my friends would watch this video and will tell you I don't pick their calls. I forget, I'm human. Do you know what I mean? But it's just also what I've learned is prioritization. What is important to you? If we don't rock up to work late, we don't go somewhere late, what is important to you? Or the why? Why do you want to do it?
100%. So you're trying to say, if I send one of the boys to steal your phone, your whole day will done.
Don't try.
Nah, your whole day will done.
To be honest, I won't function. My husband watching this, or anybody watching this that know me, I'm always with my phone. My phone is like, it's glued to me. It helps me a lot.
It's better now we know why you glue your phone. Now we know why.
Yeah, I'm always with my phone.
So I wanted to ask you, because in life there is always ups and downs. There is sometimes, you look at yourself, just like what you said, you want to push everything away. With the A&A Clothing, must be one day, or have you come to a time or a specific day you be like, you know what, F this?
Absolutely. Almost every day.
I just want to quit.
Every time I'm working on collections, I don't sleep, because for now, production for me is a bit far off, not in Australia. And then the time differences. And then sometimes I have to make a decision before we conclude on that production, and they're calling. I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself to this pressure? I'm like, I have to cover. I think before I did my last collection, the Sovereign collection, I almost told them, now look, I'm not doing this anymore. Business is, that's why I said passion, because there's sometimes you would launch even a collection and you probably be doing, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to sell out and this, and then it comes, it's just like that. What was all the stress from choosing of fabrics, choosing of design, concluding, working with your workers or your team, and then posting it, and then it's coming, and then sometimes it's not even what you've even given the instruction, it comes, it's not what you want. So sometimes I've given up. I'm not going to lie. There's sometimes I just don't want to. But then I'm like, okay, why?
So for you, what is the why there? Like, what keeps you coming back? Why you keep telling yourself, no, I don't want to quit. I want to do this.
The why for me is basically, I have a vision for A&A. I have a vision for an A&A being a one-stop brand. I see it as more as a legacy that I'm leaving for my kids. I don't just want it to be there was a brand name A&A and then this person started their business and then it's done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just a phase. I am hoping and believing God with persistency and consistency for it to be a household name someday. So I want it to be a one-stop shop where people from our culture or anybody can walk in and you can see something you like for yourself as a male. And that is the why for me. That is why I've not yet given up, basically. And also, to be honest, I love it. Even as the dad, I get frustrated, but then just seeing people wearing something, the joy of a vision becoming a reality, it gives you like a fulfilling, fulfillment that there are no words to it. They'd be like, oh my God, I actually designed that and it's somebody wearing it. Like the other day I had to post to, I think it was Terry, and I was driving home and I just got emotional. I'm like, this is me posting to different parts, of Australia. And once upon a time, that's something I would not envision for A&A. You know what I mean? To be honest, I started as fun. I'm not going to lie and say I had this vision. No. I just started, I was bored. I'm like, let me just do this and see what comes out of it. And then along the way, I've just built passion for it. I've done my research, which is very important to me also. And I've always so gotten to see that, wait, this could be more. There could be more to it. And the more I do it, the more I see that there's room for growth. There's room for me to make this a household name, just not Saleh was doing this, but this can be something. That is the why for me.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I want to get anyone that is doing business or anything, it doesn't matter if me and you were doing the same thing. Maybe for me, it's I want you to win. So when I see you, I'm like, oh yeah, man, like I know this guy, like, it's not like a competition or anything that I just want us to like, because we grew up here, all these things we're doing now, no disrespect to our uncles or anything, but if we're gonna be honest, okay, they might say now technology has changed everything, but this guy, Dangote, blah, 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 they're rich now, but the technology we have now was not there.
Absolutely.
But they put things in place, they learn everything, but most of our uncles and auntie, the foundation was there. But I know everyone is busy making money on this, That's why I want us, this younger generation, for us to take the skills, the little opportunity there. They just make it.
It's a mindset. Most importantly, I would say our parents are immigrants, just as us, we're also immigrants. But I think what we younger generation were so fortunate to have is that we're here to see things and evolve. We're so fortunate to have come here young, where they came and when they were a bit older. So they have to sort out back home and sort out here. Yes, we still have people we take care of back home, but we're so fortunate that we're having our own kids here. So there has to be that mindset shift that, look, are we bringing more people in? No, we're having them here. So what legacy are we going to build for them? So we have to change the mindset and also have to make that shift, like what you said, beyond the shift. We have to change that shift mindset to building things that our kids can, can take from us and, build that legacy beyond what maybe we can envision now.
100%. But I want to ask you this here. Are we going to see any collection for the females?
No. Point blank, no. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be distracted. I've had a lot of people, even your wife, she's going to kill me. I know she's going to be like, we know already. It's not like I don't like you ladies, I love you, but no. A&A is strictly for men. I want the vision to remain. Maybe someday we'll do couples. Because I've had people be like, okay, even if you're not going to do for women, you can do like partners, like you and your wife.
They're trying to get you in.
No, it was just maybe. That's why there's a maybe. I really don't want to shift my mind. I want the vision of A&A to remain as a male-only brand. No. Yeah.
Now we'll find something out. Or maybe the daughter will start her own.
She did before, but we just, I don't know. Ariella had a little,
I'm thinking, fine, you know what I mean? So now let me, quick advice here. For someone starting up a business or someone thinking about opening a business or so, or someone who already started their own business, but they already packed their bags, packed their laptop, everything to say, F this. What advice do you have for the young entrepreneur or the older entrepreneur? Like from your own experience, for where you come from the journey to where you are now, what advice will you give?
I'll use myself as an example. A&A Clothier started in 2019. Yeah, I think right before COVID.
What did that say? COVID.
Right before COVID, A&A started. I've released, I think, 4 collections. I'm grateful to say, they've all sold out. But I will say this, at each collection I've released, I've almost given up. And 2019 to now is 6 years. This year, I've gotten the most visibility. It has taken me 6 years. And though within those 6 years, I did take a break because obviously I needed to be a mum. What advice I would give is don't give up, push. You don't know. Every day, there's some days I post on Instagram before. I'll get no like. The days I post before, there's nobody that's going to look at what you're doing, but keep showing up. Today, I've had 2 people reach out to me that are coming to my store. I don't know them. They're just, I saw A&A Clothier on Instagram. People are looking. Just because they're not liking doesn't mean they're not seeing you. That's what I'm learning now.
100%, yeah.
Just because people, it's just for example, with you, Beyond the Shift, maybe you'll get 20 likes, but I'll tell you the amount of people that watch it, you don't know. So I would say keep showing up. Don't show up for anybody. That's why you have to have a why. A why is, it gives you that drive. Every day I post. If I don't post, maybe I try the most 3 times a week, but if I can, I post every day. Whether I get 1 like, whether I get 2 likes. Now I think I get a minimum of 10, on one post, sometimes 5, whatever it is. But there are people reaching out to me. I've got 2 appointments on Saturday. Never met them. I don't know how they know my brand, but I'm getting the visibility slowly. I think the last collection there was over 100 pieces or thereabout that I released, and I would gladly say thank you everyone, and thanks to everybody who has patronized me so far. We're very close to selling out. I released that collection in March. People from different parts of Australia reaching out, and these are not just young guys, but like all the people, and I see people wearing my brand. I'm just like, wow. So if you're at that point where you feel like, it's enough, I'm not going to do it again, I don't want to. Why did you start? Why? Because business is money. It's time. It's you being creative. So why start and give up? And don't ever think, I've started this and someone else is doing it. The sky is big. Have your own vision. Look into the market. What can I do to make my own difference? So that's why for me, I looked at it. I've had people that, be like, I love your fashion. Why don't you do women? That's not for me. That's not where I want my brand to be. So you have to know where you want your brand to be. Everyone that's doing something, just find your niche. Just be who you are and just push. Just push, because you don't know who is looking at you.
100%, yeah.
And you don't know what that business is going to become. We've had everyone that started a business. Elon Musk, for example, if that's what it's called, started Tesla. He didn't know he was going to become a billionaire or whatever he is today. It was an idea. So you just don't know what you're sitting on. So why not just give it a shot?
100%. Like what you just said, just keep showing up, keep doing this, because for me, just like what you said, when I told some of the boys, okay, I want to jump on YouTube, they're like, but who's going to listen to you? I said, bro, that's the point. I want to be that first person have a YouTube channel, podcasting, starter, all this, Literally, me and some of the boys, like there's this Nigerian guy, we're literally trying to find someone who is doing the YouTube, who has a starter. He was standing next to me and said, bro, I can't find any. I said, okay, dude, in a few more time, you're going to find me. He was laughing. But for me, I'm not doing this because to be famous from the money. I want that kid to say, okay, if this guy can do it, I can do it as well. We have kids, but they go to classroom, they want to belong in the community. They want to play with the kids, like with their friends, But because of certain issue they have, limited them. I want them to buy. If you see me, I'm doing this, interview someone who doesn't have any start with. That's my goal. The water project, I got a video. I haven't released the video yet. This lady was praying, whoever is doing this project for us. But to be honest with you, I was like, for me, because most of us, all the Africans, we went through that situation. Wake up in the morning, fetch water before you go to school or this. That's where me and the team were like, you know what, how can we give back? We're not making money. We're not doing this because of money. But how can we give back? The first water project was from us. But the blessing is coming. Me having you guys here, driving all the way here, it's a blessing because we're not paying you guys. But the blessing these people are offering to us is called...
It goes around. It's an amazing initiative.
Even the website coming on, but when I launched the websites, I was in here. To be honest with you, just like what you said, this all beyond the show where I've come from, I'm like, damn, last year I started the podcast. Now I've launched a
website.
I was like, I feel emotional, yeah. Like most of the boys they know me. Like, sometimes I be smartass, but inside like you know what I mean?
You get to reflect. You get to look. That's the same thing, yeah. And that's where persistency and consistency, you know, sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you do things, you're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I just launched a collection and I'm working on another one. And then I'm working on this, I'm working on that. And sometimes I'm just like, okay, Sally, what are you doing? Sally, what are you doing? But then you're inspiring someone. Look at this. This is absolutely, by the way, where's mine?
On the website.
Okay. That's a good comeback. But this is absolutely beautiful and it's such a great initiative that I've been to know. And I should have been here since last year, but
someone forgot.
But I'm grateful that I'm here to be part of this.
Thank you.
I'm really, really happy.
So before I let you go, we spoke about all this collection thing, your journey, everything, yeah. So let's say I got a viewer from China or East Africa or want to get your brand. How can they contact you?
So we're on Instagram, A&A Clothier. We have a website, aaclothier.com.au. You can DM, you can email us. So we have a website. I've just made mention of the website. We've got our Facebook, we've got Instagram. So we've got our number on WhatsApp. So however they choose to reach us out. Yeah.
What they choose? What about if I choose to write you on letter?
Our address is on our website.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You can write us there.
So let's talk about the payments wise. How do you have to pay?
So we've got Afterpay, we've got Afterpay, we've got all the payment stuff. We've got Apple Pay, we've got Stripe. We're working on getting Zip Pay. I think I've got a bit of customers asking for that. So we've got most payments ideas, or you can actually reach out to me and I can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, quick before we go, because we're running out of time, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's your legacy now? Legacy you want to leave for A&A collection or?
Why did you wait for a bombshell to at the end of the
small one before we go, man?
I would say the legacy for A&A is basically for my kids. So they can know that mommy could do it and there's nothing. I always tell them, I say, so we have a daily declaration that we make in our household is that I can do all things. I'm blessed, I'm smart, I can do all things. And that's the legacy I want to leave. And that's the legacy for A&A, that mom could do this. And she's done this. I can do better than mom. So I would put it more as a generational thing. My dad instilled that in us, that's wherever he is today, that's the drive I have. I want to strive to be not better than him, because my dad set the bar.
Yeah.
Like my dad is, but I'll try. I'll try to definitely. And I would want my kids to be better than whatever little I'm trying to do. So that's the legacy for A&A.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for dropping by. Thanks for accepting the invitation.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I think after high school, this is the first time we actually
sat down and talk about it. It's been what? Oh.
Don't worry. Part 2 is going to come soon. But anyway, yeah. Where did you order this? The guy that normally do your model, but where did you get this guy from?
That's my husband. Well, a lot of people think he's the owner of the brand. He's just the model.
Of course he's the owner.
Yeah, well, car ownership. But he's just the model, because I've had people reach out to me, hi sir. No. I am Saleh and I'm the owner of A&A Clothier. The male you see there, he's just a model.
You know what I like about the model, yeah? He doesn't smile. My guy, shut up, brother. Thanks for everything. Thanks for, our name is...
It's skill.
Our name is the side push.
So when are you going to come model for me?
When the minister signed me off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come.
Okay, now for the next collection.
Before we go, yeah, I have a shift or keep question for you quickly before we go, yeah?
Okay.
I will throw a question to you. If you like it, you should keep it. If you want, you shift it. So now, welcome to the shift game. So 1, quality over quantity in business. Shift or keep?
Keep.
Why?
Absolutely, quality over quantity for me. That's why whatever of my collection is only one of one pieces. I want my customer to experience that.
Wow, good one. Taking risks or grow your business?
Keep. Business is risk.
Last one, social media pressure or trend? Shift or keep?
Shift.
Why? You don't want the social media pressure?
To be honest, I don't like trends. I don't follow trends. And it's just, we just have to keep up with social media. If I have a way, I would just keep up social media, but I'm a business person, so I can't. So I don't really like trends. I don't follow trends.
Oh, cool. Oh, good. Well, guys, that's how you know. This is the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for watching. Thanks to our guest for dropping by, the CEO of A&A Collection. We're dropping. You know, I'm flexing.
No worry, there's a new collection coming out soon. Hopefully by June, we'll have a new collection, and that collection will be called Essence.
Okay, guys. Until next time, I'm Eric. This is Beyond the Shift. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Check out the website, beyondtheshift25.com.au. Thanks for watching. See you again. Peace out.